From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Thursday, March 8th, 2018. Silver is trading at $16.50 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,326 per ounce. Zencash is trading at $27, and the average price of Bitcoin is $9,790. Antiwar.com reports following reports from the Pentagon that the war against the Islamic State in Syria is paused because of the transition of Kurdish YPG fighters away from the Islamic State front to defending against Turkey's invasion. The Turkish government has formally requested that the U.S. intervene to prevent the Kurds from moving those fighters. Turkey invaded the Kurdish-held northern Syria district of Afrin in January and has been escalating that invasion ever since. This is the first stop in what Turkish officials say is an outright attempt to drive the Kurds away from the border areas. With Turkey promising to keep expanding the invasion, the Kurdish YPG has been eagerly shifting reinforcements towards Afrin, trying to resist the invasion before it gets out of hand. Thousands of such fighters have been dispatched in the Afrin district from eastern areas where they are fighting the Islamic State. A spokesman for Turkish President Erdogan says the request to the U.S. was sent through appropriate channels, adding that asking the U.S. to block the Kurds was our most basic natural right, and that Turkey expects the U.S. to comply. U.S. officials haven't indicated if they'll try or not, but there's little reason to think the YPG, already a bit cross at the U.S. for not preventing the Turkish invasion in the first place, is going to forestall its reinforcements just because the U.S. tells them to. For over 40 years, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has been a trusted source for buying and selling precious metals like gold and silver. And as a Bitcoin-preferred business, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts Brokerage today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling precious metals and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 800-874-9760 or visit online at rrbi.co. UPI reports the winner of a $559.7 million Powerball jackpot had her lawyers claim the winnings Wednesday amid a legal battle to keep her identity secret. The woman chose to collect the winnings in a lump sum of $352 million before taxes, and representatives from the law firm Shaheen & Gordon accepted the giant check from the New Hampshire Lottery Commission on behalf of the Good Karma Family Trust. The lawyers announced the winner, identified only as Jane Doe in court documents, plans to donate $150,000 to Girls Inc. and $33,000 to 3 other New Hampshire chapters of End 68 Hours of Hunger. Lawyer William Shaheen told USA Today she realizes how lucky she is. My client does not want any accolades. She doesn't want any credit. She just wants to do good things. Born into a devastating world and raised among the crowd, the Cloudwalker assumes a new identity and begins the unrelenting quest for truth. In this epic journey, he discovers dark secrets about aspects of his previous life that he once trusted. Fueled in the beginning by his unsettling thoughts and emotions, he learns how to find peace with everything he has woken up to. Dear Society by the Cloudwalker is available from Amazon.com and all major bookstores. Reuters reports California Governor Jerry Brown on Wednesday accused President Donald Trump's administration of declaring war on the most populous U.S. state after the Department of Justice sued to stop policies that protect undocumented immigrants against deportation. The Democratic governor made the charge shortly after Attorney General Jeff Sessions intensified the Republican administration's confrontation with California. In a speech in the state capitol, Sessions accused California of obstructing federal immigration enforcement and vowed to stop the state's defiance. Sessions addressed a law enforcement group in Sacramento a day after the DOJ filed suit against California, Brown, and the state's Democratic Attorney General over so-called sanctuary policies that shield undocumented immigrants. Sessions said in his speech, California absolutely, it appears to me, is using every power it has, power it doesn't have, to frustrate federal law enforcement. So you can be sure I'm going to use every power I have to stop them. Brown called the Attorney General's trip to California a political stunt and his description of California laws a lie. Brown told reporters, like so many in the Trump administration, this Attorney General has no regard for the truth, adding that the laws were crafted with input and support from California's police chiefs, adding this is basically going to war against the state of California. In October, Brown signed into law a bill that prevents police from inquiring about immigration status and curtails law enforcement cooperation with immigration officers. Sessions said U.S. immigration and customs enforcement agents carry out federal law and that California cannot forbid them or obstruct them in doing their jobs. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.